Hello everyone, Lady Mari here, and this is the beginning of questions that were asked of me of what do I do to take care of me, my skin, what do I do for my face. So I thought I would start off with what I do for my skin. Well, when I had my grandmother and my mother telling me about skincare and how to take care of yourself and stuff, back then it was all about baby oil and Vaseline. Okay, so by the time I hit my teens, Vaseline was just not something to use anymore. And baby oil became something that I just said, it's good, but it's not. I'd like to try and see what else is out there. And being that I got into theater, I got into ballet, I got into musical theater, I was finding out things that are out there that are, you play with stuff, you find out what works for you, okay? And I found that whatever works for me, I will keep using it until either it's no longer on the market, they change the formula, which has happened, the company gets bought, and that product gets discontinued because they want you to use their products now, or it just something happens within me. Things happen, so you may not be able to do it, may not do what it's supposed to do anymore. So we're going to start with, what do I use to clean the skin? The shower, the face, the whole deal. Well, over the years, of course, we started with the bar soap, we started with the gel soaps, we started with all of the things that people say, oh, use for skincare. This is for your body, this is for your hands, this is for your face, this is for your feet. Nice, but mommy has always worked on a budget. Okay, so over the years I have evolved from bar soap to gel soaps to da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, long story short, about 5 years ago, I discovered liquid soap. And that was because a lady that I worked at a job, she and her husband had this big row about the fact that they were kind of newlyweds. They had been together for many years, but now they were newlyweds. And she had this beautiful tiled bathroom, and when he moved into her house, because she had a house, he had an apartment, the first thing he did was he brought in something like this big 24 thing of Irish Spring soap. And I hate to say nothing's wrong with Irish Spring, but she didn't use bar soap, and she couldn't instill it upon him that we will not use bar soap because bar soap messes up her tile, and she was not going to sit here and clean cracked. It was interesting. The whole firm knew about this row that they were having, because one day this 24 package of Irish Spring just showed up in the break room, and people go, what's all this soap doing here? And that's what it was. And I asked her, and that's what she said. She says they use liquid soap. Liquid soap is good for your skin, she said, but the stuff that they put in the bar soap, it messes up her tile. I thought that was rather interesting. I said, so what kind of liquid soap do you use? So she told me about the brand she was using. It got me turned on to liquid soap. When I travel, unfortunately, it's still easier to travel with bar soap. But when I'm home, when I can do what I want, it's liquid soap. And about 5 years ago, I was gifted some foaming bath soap by a friend, and I have fallen in love. And here it is. Okay. It is from Bath and Body Works, and it's basically their gentle foaming, they say hand soap, but another thing I've learned over the decades is that, I'm sorry, it's soap. I will use it all over my body. I use this for my hands, I use it for my face, I take it in the shower, I use it to shower, and in these days of COVID, when you don't want to have a lot of things with people's own body cells on it and stuff like that, this is the bomb, because bath soap is good, hand soap is good, but I can't have 3, 4, 5 different types of soap. I'm on a budget. And so this is the bomb. I love it because this is Black Cherry Merlot. It does not really have a scent. I mean, you smell a little bit, but it's not like you walk out there and you are emulating the scent. It's comes out in a wonderful foam. It works great. My body loves it. My face loves it. Okay, so that's what I use for showering and keeping the skin clean, right? The other part is that once I'm done showering, then I have to lotion the body. All right, and I do. And it's a lotion that I discovered probably 10 years ago. I was using another type of lotion for many years. Even when I was performing out of the country, I would have my friends send me that soap. But again, it got discontinued, couldn't find it. It took me a while to find another lotion that did what this one did. It's a thicker lotion. And my mother taught me a long time ago that if you put a lotion on and you do that and it dries out to the point you're pulling your skin, then it has either too much alcohol in it or it has too much water. It doesn't really have the stuff you need to work with your skin. So I discovered this nice lotion. It's Suave, okay? And it is their Cocoa Shea Nourishing Lotion. I have not had a problem with this. About maybe 2-3 years ago, it got very hard to find because the store I would go into, you know, the stores can only stock so much. So one of the things I've got to say that's really good about COVID is that I've been able to find things that if not, I'd have to go from store to store to store to store to try and find it. And then you want to stock up because you had to go through all this, jump all through these hoops to get what you want. Okay, I like it because it is a thick lotion. It has no scent. Right? I use it all over my face, my body, my elbows, my feet, because it's nice and thick where I can just rub it on just enough to get it going, and then it soaks into the skin. It's absorbed by the skin. And that's it for as far as my makeup regime is concerned. I mean, not makeup, but my maintenance regime is very basic. And that's really what life is all about. Very basic. Okay, now when it comes to, now I've got my body clean, my face is clean, all right. Now I put that lotion on just a little bit as my under before I ever put my base on. When it comes to my base, I can say I discovered this makeup when I did my first theatrical production at the age of 15, and I have to admit that this company has been consistent for the 50-something years that I have been on, you know, wearing makeup and stuff. It's a theatrical makeup. It's called Mayron. I started off with another one, but they didn't have the color line because you got to remember when I first started performing, it was the mid-70s. Okay, wasn't a lot of black products out there, but I started with this particular company. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it had like one brown color, which really wasn't kind of a brown, but it was the best thing going. Then after a couple of years with that theater company, I got turned on to this Mayron product. And I love Mayron. Okay. I love Mayron. Why? It is water-based. It's a pancake makeup. So it's totally water-based. Because as people can probably see now, I'm starting to shine in my nose. I have an active T. When that gets clogged up, you could put me out like a lighthouse because I'm just a beacon of reflecting light. Just right here. And I had to learn that it was because I can't wear makeup that has oil in it, beeswax, paraffin, things that are going to clog up my pores. And it didn't take long before I started wearing the pancake as my regular makeup. It was never heard of, but I started doing it. One, you know, I can afford it. I use these two colors. This is Mayron. The first color is light cocoa. Now, I have on light cocoa now because I like wearing that when I'm doing any film work or videos because this has yellow undertones. And for me, that's important because it means that it will reflect light and I look a little brighter when I'm on camera wearing this color. My other color that I like to wear is called Dark Egyptian. Now, believe it or not, I really like this if I'm on stage and if I'm out in public because this has reddish undertones, which more absorbs light, and this way I'm not shining out or anything like that. It's really a base makeup, and that's it. I've tried other types of makeups. I will say that I have tried Kiss New York. They have a very good makeup line, especially brown shades, but a lot of their makeup is still based in oil. And I had to find that out the hard way. Spend a lot of money finding that out the hard way. And then there's NYX, N-Y-X. I like NYX. NYX is the bomb. Both of these are over-the-counter makeups. They're affordable. They're very nice. But as far as my base, okay, is concerned, it's the pancake, and it will be until something else changes. But at this stage in my life, at the grand old age of 65, I think I could carry on with this for just a little while longer. Anyway, that's it. My next video will talk about a question, which is, now that I've got the base on, what do I do for my eyes? So stay tuned, folks. I'm going to get the whole shebang out there. You take care, and smiles and sunshine.